quite a few years ago, I had a girlfriend for a while. This is a long time before I was married. And when I first met this girl, or when I first started getting quite friendly with her, I started going out with her really. She said to me one day, it was before we'd had sex or anything like that, she said, "There's something I think I should tell you." She said, "I'm anorgasmic." She said, "I can't have orgasms during sex or during masturbation or anything like that. I don't have orgasms." And I was quite young at the time, so I took that as a bit of a challenge. And the next couple of weeks were basically, just spent like prodding and poking and doing everything you can think of, really. But nothing worked. She said that it was very nice, and she enjoyed the experience, but she didn't have any orgasms. And I thought it was a bit of a shame, really. But because we were in quite a serious relationship, it wasn't just like a one-night stand or anything like that. We thought we'd see what we could do about this, so we went to see a sex therapist. It's the only occasion I've been to see a sex therapist, and it was quite an interesting experience. And we had this long conversation about the relationship and about all different aspects of it, really personal stuff. And at one point, the therapist asked my girlfriend to describe what it was like to have sex, to talk about, what experience she was having if she wasn't having an orgasm. And so my girlfriend, described the whole kit and caboodle, the physiological sensations, the emotional sensations, the whole thing, from soup to nuts, as my now wife says. And at the end of it, it was very strange actually. At the end of it, the therapist said, "Well, I don't really know how to tell you this, but you are actually having orgasms. What you've described to me is an orgasm." And my girlfriend was well, I don't think she knew what to say. I didn't really know what to say, so that was the end of the session really. So we went off and talked about it, and that was pretty much it really. But several things happened as a result of that. The first thing that happened is that for a few days afterwards, my girlfriend was quite kind of disappointed, I guess. She'd had this, she'd seen films and she'd read books and we'd watched pornography, and so she knew what orgasms were supposed to look like, and so she had this idea of what an orgasm should feel like, and what she was feeling wasn't anything like how it was expected to be. So she had this big sense of disappointment, I suppose. But the second thing that's slightly more interesting, actually, was that once that was taken away, she kind of started focusing on what sensations she was having, not this kind of fantastic, Meg Ryan in that film, not that kind of experience, but she started focusing on what was happening, and basically her enjoyment levels just went up and up and up. So from being kind of passably okay to being absolutely brilliant. Over a period of about 6 weeks, probably, she got more and more and more enjoyment out of that experience, simply because she stopped looking for something else and started looking at what she was actually experiencing at the time. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is it's not because I'm interested in talking about sexual activity particularly. It's really because I think for me there's something about enlightenment in there. I mean, some of the videos I hear on YouTube, and some of the kind of claims that I make, I'm reminded of that Van Morrison album, Enlightenment, where he says, enlightenment don't know what it is. It's this sense that enlightenment is some kind of weird, magical, mystical state, a bit like an orgasm. It's something that you find over the rainbow. You've got to really struggle hard, and you've got to get yourself down and do Zen meditation for hours every day and all that kind of stuff. And eventually, after lots and lots of prodding and poking of your psyche, you will eventually become enlightened, and it'll be like this great cosmic orgasm, and you'll just become enlightened, so to speak. But I don't think it's like that at all. I think it's nothing to do with that. I think you start out in mind. I think we're all in mind. I think this is what it is. This is what it's like to be enlightened. I think, we're not. I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I can't imagine what the alternative of being enlightened is. endarkened, I suppose, but we're certainly not endarkened. And I think if you stop trying to struggle towards some mythical state, stop trying to get yourself, up the slippery slope of cosmic orgasmic enlightenment and imagining it's over there somewhere, it's a very revealing experience, I think. Yeah, I think we come into this world enlightened, and I think we live in enlightened states and we die enlightened. That's what I think.